Hey everybody, welcome back. So I got some new stuff in from Wallaby today. They make the Mylar bags, and I've seen so many YouTubers trying them out. I had to try them out for myself. So today we're going to pack up a little bit of food that I picked up and put together one of my homemade MREs using these bags. Let's check them out. Alright folks, welcome back. So I wanted to do a test on these Wallaby Mylar bags. I've seen so many prepper channels talking about them, and I wanted to give them a try out myself. And I do have some stuff to pack here, and one of the things I have to pack is something that I unpacked from a previous bag that I use a vacuum sealer on, and that is this little homemade MRE that we're going to try in the MRE pouches. I'll give you some information on these bags to begin with, but what I want to start out with is putting this rice into one of these food storage bags. Hopefully it'll fit into a gallon storage bag. Should. If not, I can always put the rest in a little MRE pouch if it doesn't all fit in. I have like that much left over. No big deal. I did freeze this rice for about a week, so it was in the freezer. Somebody asked me if I did that before in another video, and I always freeze it just to make sure if there's any bugs in there, it kills them. All rice naturally comes with some kind of insect in it. You want to make sure they're dead. They're not anything that's going to kill you, but it's just a better idea to make sure they're dead and they don't flourish. However, if you do put these in a Mylar bag and you deprive the bugs of oxygen, they'll die anyway. So you're going to be using your oxygen absorbers. Now these kits come with oxygen absorbers in them, as well as labels, and 75 bags in that and 30 in that. I'll give you some information. These offer maximum protection. They do have an extra internal layer of aluminum foil. Okay? They are BPA-free, food-grade material made, so they're really safe. They're nice and light and airtight. One of the things you want to prevent is light getting at your food as well. So these kind of bags will prevent that. Now these come in black and silver. I think these are black ones. I'm not sure. I haven't opened them up yet. We're going to open them on camera. It's the same bag, whether it's black or silver. It's the same bag, just a different color. Okay? They come with premium oxygen absorbers. When you take them out, you want to test them and make sure that they're soft and pliable. If you take them out and they're hard, they're no good. You also want to make sure you reseal them. Now, I don't know how they have these sealed up in here. I believe they have them sealed 2 to a pack, so you only need to use 2 at a time, and if you do only need 1, you only ruin 1. I like that idea very, very much, but we'll see how they're sealed up. I'm not positive about that, okay? And they also offer a money-back guarantee if you don't love the things. So the Mylar bag bundle here, this is 75 Mylar bags, 5 mil on each side, with 80 oxygen absorbers in sets of 10, so they're 10 in a bag. You have 80 identification labels, so they give you a couple extra oxygen absorbers and labels in case you make a mistake. They run $42.99. Now, if you want to subscribe to them, okay, and keep getting these on a regular basis, if you do this like I do all the time, which I may end up doing, they're $38.69 for the pack. The MRE pouches, they're again airtight, moisture-proof, light-blocking, again made of the food-grade BPA-free materials. They're also backed by a 100% money-back guarantee, and an additional feature on them is they can withstand boiling water up to 257 degrees. So if you want to boil some water, and maybe have a Mountain House entree you couldn't eat all of, you can put it in there, the other half of it, and boil the water, pour it in, and you got yourself a way to cook inside the bag. So that's really cool. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way for a second here. We're going to open up each bag and show you what's inside. Alright, so we're going to start off with the big one. This is the big 75 food grade bags. These are the 1 gallon bags, and I always seem to screw this up. Hey, what do you know? Well, nope, I did screw it up. I always seem to screw up the rip stuff on anything, on MRE entrees, anything. Alright, let's take a look inside and see what's in here. There we go. We've got an empty bag for storage. We'll put that to the side for a moment here. So here are your packs. Okay, they are in packs of 10. Probably what I'm going to do is open up 1 pack and just reseal it quickly. When these turn green, they're bad. So you want to make sure they're red or pink or whatever. Okay, you got your labels here. And you can use these in a printer if you want. You know, you can print them out there on that bigger label sheet. And you have your bags in here. That's kind of unique, having the black Mylar bags. Take a look at those here. Open it up. Okay. Get out of there. They want to come out all together. Alright, well there you go. And these do feel very thick. One of the things I like about this is there isn't a Ziploc on this. This is made to be sealed with heat. And I do have an iron going over or off camera. We're going to be sealing these up with heat. I got a feeling probably each one of these is going to fit in the bag. So we'll do 2 of those, and then we'll seal up the MRE. So that's what you get inside. You get all these oxygen absorbers, and you have a little guide here for how long stuff stores and how long you can store stuff. Let's see. Where's rice? I don't see it on here. But baking soda, honey, salt, sugar, baking powder will store indefinitely, coffee, tea bags, freeze-dried fruits and vegetables, all that stuff, 20 to 30 years. White rice, there it is. And it gives you a little guide there, as you can see. It'll also give you instructions if you've never used these before. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up what we want to do. We want to open up our bag of rice here. We're going to pour it in there. Now, I do this a little differently. What I do, generally, is I set up all my bags ahead of time. And then I open the oxygen absorbers, drop them in, and then seal. You don't want to open them up now because they'd be gathering all the oxygen in the environment. You want to open these up after the fact. So, let's get going, and let's start up with putting one in the bag. Alright, so this does have a Ziploc if you're going to be using this in your kitchen without storing it. But I cut under the Ziploc because what I want to do is take this and just put it right over the top and cover it. So I can just tip this over and not make a mess. Very, very easy to do that way. I used to try and pour it in and forget it. It was a disaster. If there's one thing I can do, it's manage to make a mess out of rice. So, there we go. All set in there. And that bag is ready to have an oxygen absorber in it. However, we're not going to put it in yet because we want to open those oxygen absorbers for the least amount of time and then put them in when everything's done. So I'm going to pack up the other bag of rice, and then I'm going to show you the MRE bags, and we're going to pack that up too and see how well that works. Now, these bags are not gusseted on the bottom, and I kind of like that because it allows me to store them flat. So when I do store them, they will be stored that way. But for now, we're going to stick them back here. I'm going to do that other bag of rice, and then we're going to open up the MRE pouches and show you what those look like. All right, I got my rice all out there. I am going to keep 1 pack of these oxygen absorbers out from that bag, even though this one has them, because what I want to do is be able to just open one and not open one from this and one from that. That way I'm kind of preserving. If rest of these go bad, I'm going to put 2 in there, so that's 2 and 2 is 4, and then 1 in here, that's 5. So if I only lose 5, it's not a big deal. I really like that they separate these in little separate packages. It makes it so much easier than trying to preserve a big package of them and seal them up right away real quick, and they always go bad. You never seal them as good as the factory sealing. So, I will show you what's going to be in that MRE. We're going to open these up and show you what's in the package. Hey, I managed not to destroy the bag. Alright, so here we go. And here are the MRE pouches. They go this way, okay? There's your pouches. You get labels with this too, as well as all the information I showed you before. Okay? And you have your sets of oxygen absorbers here. Okay? So these are, I think these, yeah, they're the same size, exact same size. You get 3 packs of 10, so you get 30. Alright? So, we're not going to be using those, and I've already made labels for this MRE. I already have them set up over here along with the rice and the date that I put everything in. So what we're going to do is pack up that MRE, and I'll show you what's in it really quick. I did a video a while back on homemade MREs and what you can use. I mean, they're not really MREs. They're not ready to eat. You do have to cook them. But they're a way to make a small, packable little lunch with you. I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to be able to fit everything in that bag because the other bag I had was a little bit bigger. But basically what we got here is chicken, a little bit of organic rice, a fork, okay, a juice box, which I'm probably not going to put in here because these don't stay very well. They tend to go bad quicker, so I'm probably not going to put that in there. We've got a thing of ramen and a thing of coffee. And I decided on that juice box thing, oh yeah, and a thing of Crystal Light too, because I have this. So if I have water, I have basically juice. I don't need that juice box. I did this as kind of a gag to see if it would work in there, and they did work pretty well. But I also found that they don't preserve themselves pretty well. I took one out about a year after storage, and it just was off a little. It wasn't right. So we're not going to be putting that in there. We're just going to be doing the food. So let's take a look at the bags really quick. And I believe these are gusseted on the bottom. I see already they have that design. So you can kind of open this up and have the bottom right there. Get that open. Oh yeah, there we go. So if you do put food in these, you can use a spoon and nothing gets caught in the corners, you know. When you pour water in, if you make an MRE with freeze-dried wholesalers, good idea for MREs, you can take it and, you know, get the stuff caught in that little bottom corner there. You have this. So you can scoop around and stir with your spoon, and it actually comes out very, very good. So let's give this a try. We're going to pack it up, and then we're going to put our oxygen absorbers in and seal everything. Now this one, I am going to seal it just on top because I'm going to do this for long-term storage. However, I think a Ziploc would perfectly be fine on this if you were just making something to put together and take out with you on a camping trip. So let me get all this stuff in there and let's try them out. Alright, so I did notice something. These are a little bit smaller, so you are going to be basically using these for freeze-dried food. And we are going to put together some freeze-dried wholesalers like an entree with the freeze-dried food and just add water to it and it'll come out good. But I couldn't fit the ramen in, and I definitely couldn't fit the fork and napkin, and I'll probably put the napkin in there. But again, if you're camping, you're going to have this, and I think 2 things of chicken, the Crystal Light, the coffee, and the big thing of rice is more than enough for a meal. I was really just trying to see how many calories I could pack in there. So we're going to Ziploc seal this thing, but we're going to put the oxygen absorbers in everything, and then we will wrap up the video. Alright, so I got the MRE up here first. Now, I don't really know if I need a oxygen absorber in this, but I'm going to put it in anyway just because I want to use them up because I'm opening up a pack of them. We're going to give it a shot here, make sure they're good. Alright, we got the iron going over there. Yep, see, they're soft, so they're still good. Okay, drop it in there, and we're going to take 2 each for back here and drop them in. Okay, and that's our rice, remember. Okay, there we go. Yep, they're all good. 2 in the back one. There we go. Okay, they're in there. I like to push them down into it because it kind of works a little better, I feel. Now I'm going to seal these up. I have this towel down here so that everything seals up nicely. Now I think I'm going to have a hard time sealing this using the zipper because things just don't fit in this bag because it's really made for freeze-dried food. So I'm going to seal the top just using the iron on this one, okay? And we're going to see how that works. So let me heat up the iron and I'll bring you back. Alright, so I melted this, sealed them back up. I did take the warning thing out of them because I want to know that these have been opened, okay? I did get this sealed actually with the Ziploc, but I'm not entirely sure I got it fully. So we are going to seal the top quickly with this iron, and you can use anything you want. I mean, you can use a professional sealer, an iron, a curling iron. I'm just using an iron because I feel this is a whole lot easier to use than going out and spending money on a specialized tool. However, and I've used an iron since day one. So there we go. That's all sealed up. Now I'm going to seal up the rice. Okay, I kind of want to put it sideways, like this. I kind of want to put it like that. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and seal the top there. Okay, and it seems to be doing a very good job of it. And that's just how I seal it. I mean, you know, it may not be pretty, it may not be perfect. I know a lot of folks like the fact that you get that little neat seal there if you do it, you know, with a sealer. But this seals it up really, really good. You can fold over the top as well if you feel like doing that. I have done that in the past, but I want to see how this one holds without folding it over, okay? And then I want to see how that one holds with me folding it over. So that's sealed up, oxygen absorbers inside. Now this one we're going to try to fold over the top, okay? And see if that makes any difference. Remember, we put our oxygen absorbers in there, okay? So there we go. I hope that's in camera while I'm doing this, or I feel really silly showing you guys this with my arm blocking the camera. You'd be amazed at how little room. This seems like a big work area, but once you get all this other lights and camera and other gear in here, not so big. Okay, that is sufficiently, I'll give it another shot there, sufficiently sealed up, I feel. Okay, now if I did this correctly, within a couple days, and I'll put it flat, like that. If I did this correctly, within a couple days, this should get really, really tight, and it should suck down onto the rice. I want to pack these like this, okay, flat, so that when I put them on my shelves, I can just stack them like this. Now, this is only one way to do it. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it other ways. I'm going to put my label on there. There we go. And just something to think of. When I originally did this, I did this the wrong way. I put it on the wrong side. These peel off very, very easily. I was like, why am I not able to peel these off? And I realized I didn't get the right side on them. And here's our MRE all sealed up. Now for this Ziploc, I think the way that this was kind of full, I'm glad that I sealed it on top. And you see how easily that seals. Something I did notice is the black bags seal a lot easier than the old days of these metal bags. Okay, so there we go. So I've got a bunch of rice stored here. Let's get this all out of the way. Okay, I've got an MRE put away, repacked. By the way, you see how that's starting to turn purple. I purposely left it out for you guys to see. If it's not bright pink, it's not good. The oxygen absorbers inside are not good. I did reseal this, so we'll stick them in there. Normally I probably would have left that in there, but I wanted to leave it out to show you what it looks like when it goes bad, so you get an idea. And there you go. So, let me put all this stuff away, and we'll finish up the video. Alright, so I got a lot more to pack up out here. Really, I just wanted to do this video quickly to show you what this looks like when we get going. I got some more rice and some more lentils and beans to put away. But I wanted to show you how this stuff works. I am very pleased with them so far. They seem to be a nice operation. Everything you need in one place. I really like that. They do have bigger ones as well. If you want to get larger bags, you can get the larger ones. But the 1 gallons for me, I mean, I could pack up individual things of rice and put them away in a 5-gallon bucket and not have to open the whole thing when I want to use some rice. I could take this out and leave maybe the 3 others in there or 4 others in there or how many I could fit. So I kind of like that idea instead of having one big, 5-gallon or 10-gallon bucket full of it. And I do like the idea that they're individually wrapped, so I can do that way, and it's a lot easier for me. I can already feel some of the oxygen starting to get out of there, so it looks like I did a good job with the sealing. So I'm going to be putting these away. I got a lot more to do, and I'm going to finish up the video here, and I will talk to you guys next time. I will leave a link for them down below. It's just a regular link. It's not anything special, so you can check them out. It's just basically wallabygoods.com. Can't miss it. Don't forget to check out our personal links down there. We have our freeze-dried wholesaler link, and I do want to seal up a freeze-dried wholesaler meal. We're going to be doing that probably coming up in the upcoming week in one of those MRE pouches. And then what we're going to do, I'm probably not going to waste an oxygen absorber on it. I'm just going to put the food in there. We're going to try and hydrate it like a mountain house and see how well it works. So we're going to be doing that. But I also want to check out the rest of I want you guys to check out the rest of their food. They have my link saves you 15%. So if you click my link and go there and shop, you're saving 15% off your order. And let me tell you something, folks. Right about now is a good time to start thinking about food storage. We have so many things coming at us. And I know today's going to be distractions with court cases and other stuff. But the reality is there's long-term, long progressive problems that we have in our supply chains and our food supply. And it's definitely time to start buying food. So check out Freeze-Dried Wholesalers. He has everything from filet mignon to cheesecake, freeze-dried, good for 25 years, ready for you to use. Underneath that is our Amazon affiliate store. You can check out all the items that I use in my store, in my channel, in my store. And if it isn't on Amazon, I'll let you know. If you can get it somewhere cheaper somewhere else, I'll let you know. But at least Amazon's good for checking out specs. Click the link, check it out. And below that, we have our My Patriot Supply food. Now, if you're watching this video and you have nothing, and you're thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe it's a good idea I get some food. Patriot Supply, My Patriot Supply has you covered. You go to preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com. You get in there, you can get a 3-month kit for $150 off. Now, it was affordable to begin with, but getting $150 off it is a really good deal. They also have a 4-week kit for $50 off if you don't want to spend as much as a 3-month kit. And underneath that is our Thrive Freeze-Dried food store. I want to say, first of all, welcome to all my new delivery customers and my new consultants. We definitely are selling a lot of that food this month, as well as the freeze-dried wholesalers. And I'm glad you guys are doing that. I want to see you guys get stocked up. Like I always say, if you can't afford freeze-dried food, this crisis, I feel, is going to be more of an immediate and shorter-term crisis in the real time. Buying something that lasts 25 years may not be what you need. You may just need to go to the store and get some canned goods and stock up on that. So that's perfectly cool, too, if you want to do that. So make sure you get yourself stocked up. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the preparedness type of content I do. And don't forget to thumb up the video. It really helps us with the algorithm. Thank you, folks, for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.